so it's not like I uploaded much on here anyways. Really, can't say that I did. 2 videos in the same month was pretty good though, but it's been almost 6 months since that, so I was just gonna hop on here, maybe give like a little life update. My priorities haven't been with like content creation, and which like I would say is fair in the long run. At least looking at it from any like normal person's perspective, it takes a lot to be like a content creator. Not gonna say it's harder than anything else, but you gotta be consistent, gotta have a good personality for it. I would like to believe I'm both, but you know, when my consistencies lie with other things, this becomes less of a priority. You know, I still hop on the game sometimes. Just don't really record, but you know, I'd like to start being more consistent with it this summer. It would all be like solo content though, because that little group I played with, not really like playing with them no more. Not like I would want to. In the end, it was just like not good. Even though I've known them for so long, like there's always gonna be those good memories made. But when a person shows their true character, then it starts to have to be your piece over staying like in their life, you know. Especially when you know you've been consistent, and I know I was. Being the youngest, like I was on almost every single day, because while I did other things throughout my day, they would want to get on late, you know. And why not get on late? Why not stay up late? I got a life ahead of me, but that just turns into like them showing inconsistencies, and then when frustration comes out, they really show who they are. And I tried to maturely communicate best I could, and I still, you know, got called immature for it, which that's what they want to believe. That's what they want to say. It's not my it's not my ability to convince them that I'm being for real. Like that's not anybody's responsibility when it comes to that. Unless you did wrong, you know, then it's like you do gotta show that you aren't gonna do that wrong again. But if you just lie about it, it's not really like it's not really a point in even saying it then. Like just for what? For them to hear it? That's not the point of what the whole thing is about. It's about showing that you're willing to change what you knowingly did wrong, so that you can be a better person, not only for yourself but for other people overall. It's different than like not knowing, like not knowing what you did wrong. but it comes like a point whenever it's like consistently people telling you, or consistently the same person telling you, it just like turns into kind of fakeness. It's like, oh, I'm hearing you, but I'm not really gonna care about how I'm making you feel. And that starts to like take a toll on anybody. I mean anybody. Cause I may not be the chillest person personality wise. I'm weird, bro. Like, I'm nerdy. I get overly excited for nerdy shit. But like when it comes to that serious stuff, after a while of inconsistency, of trying to communicate something that just doesn't get fixed, that's when it starts to be like, oh, like I just need to stop. They don't care. And it got to that point towards the end of my time being a part of that friend group. And even what I would say is the most understanding person in that group saw those inconsistencies as well, saw what was going on, and they had left too, because it had gotten to a point of attention over correction. And so it's not to say I hold any resentment over those guys. I hope they thrive. I just hope they get better as well. Because for their sake, I think they need to get better. Like, get better overall. Because it's just life's gonna come their way, and then it's gonna feel lonely. And it's not saying that every flaw needs to be fixed, but the ones that are like shown and the ones that are communicated, that are willingly like consistent and unfixed but are fixable, like that's when it's just like, oh, you don't care about yourself then at that point. Because people care, whether they like to say it or not. That goes for everybody. And like, I would say I overly care, which kind of sucks, because I overly cared about that group. Like multiple times, I sat in rants talking about how much I cared about their group, how much I wanted like the group to thrive, how much I felt like I contributed. Just for me to be shown that I was the one that mattered the least. It felt like a job, and it felt like anybody could get a promotion but me, but I'm putting the best effort, the best consistency, the best anything, and the boss just don't like me. And when you have a friend group where one person is like the leader, and I'm not saying like a group chat, somebody made it, they can kick people out if they want, or like a fucking Discord server, same thing. Like, I'm not saying that at all. Like, that's different. The server was made by one person, they kind of do whatever, but it's like, it's a friend group. It's not just a group. Like, if it was just a group, then a leader needs to be involved. It's a friend group. All of y'all are friends. Like, I think the best example is the Vanoss crew. Not everybody's able to do the same things. Not everybody has the same schedules. but they're a friend group. And they're cool with each other. They make it when they can, and when they can't, they communicate it. Like, and they've been friends for like a lot of people's childhoods, including mine. They shape a lot of what these gaming group, like friend groups, think about, because they're like probably the best example of a gaming friend group. And people say, oh, Vanoss is the leader. He's just not. He doesn't even see himself that way. Like, even now, I would like to think that he never thought of himself that way. Like, but especially now, like, he has certain recording days because he has life. He wants to do other things with his life than YouTube. Same with everybody else too. Like, it's not just him. And like they use him in the title, they use him in thumbnails and stuff. But it's a funny joke. But at the same time it's not. Because then that helps with their revenue. It helps with their like job. Because it does pull in extra views. And like at first it was just because, oh, Vanoss is like, oh, Vanoss is the leader. Oh, Vanoss is in this. I need to watch this video. But like, I like to believe now that people are like in on the joke and they know that the video is just gonna be like funny shit towards Vanoss or towards whoever else, and like Vanoss gets included. Like, there's some great people, like truly, like short little rant on the crew, the Vanoss crew, but like truly they're a great example of a friend group, minus the people who like we'll say had to leave, the bad apples, man. Like, they were obviously drama like filled, and that clearly showed after they left the group. And I'm not gonna say who, but if you know, you know. But yeah, short little rant about that. But like, that friend group I was in, they might see me as the bad apple that need to leave, drama ridden, whatever. But I just know I wasn't. I'm a very vocal person, and the shit I feel like is right, the shit that I feel like is not right, they knew that because I also had communicated like that to them. I had made that a known thing. Like, oh, I like actively am either hurt by something that is happening, or I find it to be extremely wrong, and I'm going to speak out about it. And sometimes I did it in the wrong way. I can actively say that, but not every time. And not every time was as bad as like just, oh, he's just saying shit to make me feel hurt. It was never like that. And half the shit I said was stuff I was thinking mixed with shit that one of the people would say that I was like, oh, that would probably make my point sound better, because I don't sugarcoat those things. I don't sugarcoat anything normally. Like, unless it's truly like heartbreaking, I just don't feel like I can sugarcoat things. Because I'd rather them hear the full truth and get upset with me for it than me say like, oh, it's not even that bad. when it just is. When it is to me, when it is to multiple people. Because majority of the time, what would get me to speak out is multiple people sharing the same thought. And like, that's just not crazy for me to do. Like, I feel like that makes it better on me. That I'm able to speak out when other people weren't able to. Like, it's just crazy. That's like one thing. It didn't affect me from not like making videos or uploading. Like, I could have done that all the same. The whole idea for the channel was gonna be like solo content. Same thing for my Twitch. It was just gonna be solo streams on like some multiplayer game or some bullshit that I felt like I wanted to play. And it would be solo because the games I enjoyed were not like, they just weren't what the rest of the group enjoyed, which I get that. That's why the idea for the channel was solo content. And you know, growing up with all this content creation stuff, I kind of have an idea of how to get a channel to a decent size, to get things better. You know, by having like your own style is one thing. Like, you can do the easy way out, copy like other people's styles, which like for thumbnails you might have to do. Like, if you get bigger, you might have to do that shit, which is fair. I mean, you're doing it for a job, but like, you need to establish your personality and establish what you think your audience would like, what you want your audience to like, the people you want your audience to know. And when you just don't do that, and like, makes content creation probably like 100 times harder. Which is like, I mean, obviously fair. Content creation is about you, or it's about a group. Whatever it's about that you make it about, you have to have full intention on what kind of audience you want behind it. You can't just like start a channel and be like, oh, they're just gonna like me because I'm good at games. Like, if you want to do that, start a no commentary channel. Those things rake in views, but you got to be consistent with like, or they used to make views. I don't even know anymore. They might still, for like a background, not noise obviously, unless you listen to the in-game sounds, but it's kind of like a background thing. No commentary gameplay. Like, they probably still do like rack in views, but like, if you don't want a good personality out there and like you're just playing because you're good at games, I would do no commentary. Like, if you actively don't care about your voice being out there, about being unique to you while being good at video games, then do no commentary. Like, obviously content creation is what you want to do, but if connecting isn't, then I would just like not connect then. Do no commentary. Do these games. Either no commentary 100% runs, or no commentary like full story runs. Stuff like that. Like, it gets what you wanted to get across. But like, I would say, me personally, that's not what I want to get across. I wanted to get across my personality, because there's a lot of games I'm just like trash at, but I would say my personality is pretty good, especially for like gaming. but it was gonna be solo stuff to get these like content creation jitters out of my body. But yeah, a lot of personal, it's not like personal bad things, just like I have a drive with two other things in my life right now that I'm trying to make sure work out long term. And so content creation just hasn't been like a main focal point of what I'm trying to do, which is okay. It's never a bad thing. But you know, obviously I still think about it because YouTube, like a lot of other guys' lives, like especially these nerdy gamer guys, like YouTube was a big part of their life. They thought about it. They were like, oh, I want to get a content house. Oh, I'm gonna be like Thanos. I'm gonna be like the Sidemen. I'm gonna, like all these YouTubers. There's all these like ideas that we had as kids that we just don't do later on in life, which is okay. You know, you don't gotta do everything that you once thought of. But for me and a lot of other like people, it was like a big major point. Like this was one of my first dreams was to do content creation. And like now it's still there, but it's like obviously not as much as it would be. Not as much as it was back when I was like in middle school playing all these video games. But it's just gotten lost from the main goals of my life, which is okay. Things change. But I'm bored one night thinking of what to upload because it was it was on my mind. I was like, man, I think my video was before Christmas. Oh, it was. So it's been a minute, but I was like, fuck it, do like a stupid like life update, maybe like a just kind of like a yap sesh. Just bored with it. I will say, the summer though, there's definitely like some things I really want to like play and like make videos on. Like I will say, one thing that I did that I kind of regret not making videos on, but like at the same time, I feel like I just feel like the game didn't. I don't even know how to explain it. I like fully 100% like platinum Legacy of the Dark Knight, which, let me tell you, shit was a good game. It makes me like think like, oh, I should have also got the 007 game. But like, I don't know, because I've seen a lot on the 007 game. Not like spoilers, but like a lot of people making videos on it. And it actually looks pretty good. There's some things I would definitely complain about if I had the game, but I don't, so like I just wouldn't. But yeah, I probably should have made that into a little series on the channel, but I don't know, I just didn't. Just kind of kept that to myself. But it probably would have been all right. like view-wise. Just because it's a new game, that's usually what happens, but just wasn't what I wanted to do. But what I've been thinking about is Black Flag Recent comes out in a month, and I pre-ordered it already. Pre-ordered I think I pre-ordered the deluxe edition too, because oh my, Assassin's Creed is probably like a top gaming franchise for me. It's definitely died down over the years, but like early Assassin's Creed was like so good. Like the recent years I haven't liked them that much, but when it's been rumored and kind of like the worst kept secret that they were making a Black Flag remastered, I was like, I gotta do it whenever they do it. But they did a whole kind of remake. It's like a remaster and a remake in its own thing. It's kind of like The Last of Us Part 1 compared to just The Last of Us and Last of Us Remastered. Like, when they put the Part 1, it's still the first game, but like the gameplay's remade, we'll say that. It's just the Last of Us Part 2 gameplay and the systems and stuff. It doesn't mean it's bad though. Sometimes it could be an improvement. I'm worried because obviously Black Flag was before the RPG elements, and I don't want that to like ruin the game, but at the same time it's Black Flag, and it's not gonna be full RPG, but I saw the combat like for the game, like the gameplay reveal and stuff. So like it's definitely more of the RPG elements, which ain't horrible. Just like kind of scary, because like the RPG Assassin's Creed games, not the best, like compared to the old ones. People just want the old Assassin's Creed games back, which is fair. I'm on that boat sometimes, but that's something I'll probably do, even though I'm gonna want to just play the shit out of it, 100% it off like first week. I'll probably just have to tone it down, do it in parts, make videos on it. I feel like that would be good. Maybe in September too, I might do something, because the Wolverine game comes out. Big Insomniac Spider-Man fan. Like huge. But it looks good. State of Play was today, and there's a lot of games that look pretty good. Like new God of War game, excited for that. But at the same time, I know it's mainline, so it's gotta like, it's gonna be like very important. And what they showed on State of Play, yeah, it already looks like it's gonna be one of the most important like parts of the new God of War stuff. But it's also like, I wonder how people are gonna react if you don't play as Kratos at all in the game. Because so far it's just you play as Faye, which is Kratos' wife in the Norse mythology games. She's like dead before the first game. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for God of War 2018. Yeah, almost 10 years. We got 2 years until that is. But she was like dead before the game started, and one of the first things you do is like burn the body. Have like a little kind of funeral. this picks up like right after, and it's like it just seems like you're gonna play as Faye the whole time. And like I know people when they have a change in games like that, like main character stuff, some people have issues with it because you've played as Kratos in every God of War game, and then like if you have one that you don't play as him at all, then people are gonna look at it and be like, man, this is trash. I think it's got potential to be a great game in the franchise. Just worried about how other people are gonna look at it. But who knows? I think it's gonna be good. Personally. But people are just weird, like in their ideas for games. Like they're like, oh, you shifted the main character, it means the game's trash. Kind of like, this is almost the same, but almost not. It's like with the Spider-Man games. Obviously, it's Spider-Man, so you want to play as Spider-Man. The MJ parts were pretty unnecessary. I wouldn't say with this story on every part. The gameplay was so boring that it could make you not care about what implications it might have in the story. And that kind of goes for both Spider-Man games. Even though I will say her parts were better in the second game compared to the first. Like, both gameplay and story-wise, in my opinion. But it makes sense. It's just also, like, you can't have super boring gameplay. Or else people are just not going to want to care about those sections and what they have to do with the story. But we know God of War ain't gonna do that. Pretty much any part of the story is like fire. We just gotta wait and see. No release date on it yet, but I think it'll be good. And Skate 4, like I like playing the skate games. Like Skate 3 was big in my for my childhood, but Skate 4 got a lot of issues it's gotta fix. Like, I'll say locking the areas behind a paywall an entire month before they come out is kind of a bad decision. They're not really gonna care about the new area. Like, if it's just locked behind the paywall, like, when it officially drops, they'll probably skate there rather than this main area, because this main area is not the best. But, like, I just don't see what they're doing with that. Because I'm pretty sure the new stadium that they kind of hyped up with the new season launch that was, I think, also today. Maybe it was yesterday or something like that. Like with the new stadium, they hyped it up, and it was looking like the one indoor stadium from Skate 3. Like, it looked cool, but then I don't think you get public access until July 7th, which is crazy. That's like almost a month and a week. I just don't think that's good, like, decision making. And like, the game's not horrible. Like, if you want a skate game, it's a skate game. But then they also take things, like, they take so long on certain things. Like, they just added finger flips, which I thought was crazy. Like, just now adding them? I don't know. Same with, like, the dark flip. They just added those, like, last season. Which a season lasts, like, a good chunk. I think it said this season doesn't end until, like, 80 days. That's pretty good. But it's also like, you've got all that time, and some of the things that have been in Skate 3 just aren't added in Skate 4. Which, I guess it's like a little understandable, because I'm not a dev, but it's also EA, so I don't know. I don't know if I should like critique them or not. Love EA sometimes. Some of their games can be good, some of their games can be bad. Truth about any studio. I don't know about their decisions with Skate. I feel like they could have made the game a bit more similar to Skate 3. It probably would have had 10 times the success. Which, I will say, this game was not as successful as I thought it was going to be, which in turn is their own fault. Like, they had a lot of opportunities to try and like fix the game, to try and do all these other things. They just kind of wait a long time. It's a skate game on new gen consoles, so like I can't complain. I love Skate just to like mess around. I'll more than likely do Black Flag though. I don't know about any other game that's like dropping this year. I know there's the new Call of Duty dropping, but it's kind of, at this point, Call of Duty is kind of just like a hit or miss on like fun. Like, I had fun playing Black Ops 6, not as much fun as I could have. Black Ops 7 was kind of a miss for me, and which kind of sucked because I low-key pre-ordered it because at the time I was really enjoying Black Ops 6. And like, the Call of Duty is big game from my childhood, and when they had Black Ops 7 be like related to the Black Ops 2 story, and Black Ops 2 is the biggest like Call of Duty in my childhood, I was like, bang, I'm copping. But it was very much a miss. The multiplayer wasn't bad at the start, but like when I played it at midnight on release, and there was like a dude that was already prestige like 3 or 4, and like I'm looking at the clock and it's 12:05. Like, how do you have like no life to be playing Call of Duty that much? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't even know if I'm P1 in Black Ops 7. As much as I would want to be, because again, I love Call of Duty. Even if the game is genuinely trash every time, it's still like a game I just get drawn towards. But I'll probably skip out on it this year. Just cause like, it looks better than Black Ops 7, to be honest. Like, when they had all this, the campaign reveal and stuff, I was like, or kind of the campaign reveal. I think it was the campaign reveal. Yeah. I was like, bro, that looks sick. But I'm not gonna waste that much money again on Call of Duty. Like, I'll get it when it's on sale, but I can't do a day one release again. So far, like, Black Flag is 100%. Like, I'm gonna be playing the shit out of it when it drops. I would like to say the same for Wolverine, but I probably won't pre-order it just because, like, I'm already doing a lot this year, so I might just wait on it. Who knows? I don't really got much else. It was more like just a Yap Sesh quick life update. I haven't posted in a minute, so it's alright. But I'm gonna try and hop back on the grind. You know, it'll be a lot more like solo stuff, possibly story stuff, but as of right now, I don't know the next time I will upload. Who knows? Maybe I'll just make a community post or some shit, like a day before. But what I know 100% is Black Flag is gonna be video. Like I'm gonna make videos on Black Flag, Resynced. I got Telltale games I can play. I got more story games I could just randomly grind. Multiplayer games I can grind. Who knows? But hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good one.